Hello everyone, it's Light in the Light Council. We are happy to be here with you today. If you haven't taken deep breaths for this day, let's take deep breaths for this day. We breathe in light from the center of our hearts, allowing the light to expand. Within, through, and around our bodies, we are a unity of light. We breathe in light from the center of our hearts. Breathe in. Arms up. Exhale, allowing the light to expand. Bring your hands back together like prayer. Within, through, and around our bodies, we are a unity of light. We want to talk today about healing, about self-healing, about calling in your gifts to do this now. Now is a time where deep, deep healing has to occur within ourselves. There are cracks within our foundation. We might even be Humpty Dumpty. You had that great fall and you're just all the way, you're Humpty Dumpty. Or you just have these great cracks in the foundation of your souls, of your spirit. And now it's time for healing. And so this is about how to do that yourself. This is about calling in some of your ancient power to begin to heal yourself. Visualization is very important. It's more than a tool. We want to utilize our visualization for this soul surgery. And I imagine maybe you can just listen to this and visualize it as we're telling you, as we're talking to you, talking through it, so that you can then do it at a later time for yourself. But you can still be visualizing it while we're talking about it right now. So, your indigenous ancestors have come through now during this ascension period process. They are part of your very own council of guides and angels around you. So you want to connect with whomever are the indigenous ancestors that you feel most in connection with. But if you're Hawaiian, if you are Celtic, if you are Native American, if you are Indian, if you are Australian, Aboriginal, your ancestors are here, and they are here because they know the old ways. They know the connection between spirit and matter. And they know the in-between spaces. And we are coming back to know the in-between spaces as well. Because it is within those in-between spaces that we can go in and heal ourselves. Now, if you are Humpty Dumpty, or if you have these fractures, I'm talking about deep, deep pain within yourself that may be making itself known as PTSD, as extreme anxiety, depression, just pain, addictions, any kind of deep pain. We are in a space now where we can begin to let go. You'll know if you're in that space where you want that to be healed, where you're ready for that to be healed. And now the ancestors are here, standing with us, ready to facilitate that process for us. So we can begin to heal ourselves with our own imagination. It's very important, if you are not well, let's talk about the physical sickness right now. If you are not well, to have an idea of the body visually within your mind, of the blood system, of the nervous system, of whatever system is out of balance within yourself. Because what we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and set the space to open a portal that you may heal yourself. And for this particular session, what we are offering for you to do is to go ahead and be in a dark space. If you can have a fireplace in front of you, or an actual fire, fire is good in front of you. If you don't have fire that you can stare into, you can do that on your TV, put it on YouTube, put it on fireplace, and turn off all the lights. If you have one of those heaters that flares red, you want to sit in front of that heater. It's going to be a warm space. It's okay if it's a warm space. You want to have your candles? Put your candles there. And most importantly, we want to have smoke. So you want to have incense, good incense. You also want to have, or maybe you choose what you want to have, but you want to have your incense. You want to have your cedar wood. You want to have your sage, and a lot of it. And you want to put on your music. We want to put on our meditative background music. Whatever works for you. You may have ancient flute music. You may have shamanic drumming music. We're just going to get comfortable within that space. So go ahead and put your music on. Have the lights down. We're sitting in front of a fire, or a heater, or a fireplace. I also meant to tell you, you want to have a glass of water there beside you too. So we want to breathe in and get comfortable, however way that you want to do it, and begin to call your ancestors in. They are the ones who are really going to do this for you. You're just allowing the space to be in alignment with this healing, And the way that you do that is providing the space as we have set it all up, and then using your imagination. Your imagination is what directs the chi to heal. Imagination is what directs our chi to heal. So begin to breathe it in and breathe out. Begin to breathe in and breathe out. The most important part of this exercise is to be relaxed and to allow yourself to be in pain, to be feeling anxious, to be feeling whatever deep pain may be there. If you're numb and you can't feel it, but you know it's there, that's okay too. We're just going to breathe through it. This is a very, very good session to do when you are in the midst of giving up an addiction, a food addiction, an alcohol addiction, a drug addiction, a person addiction. Whenever you're in that pain of whatever it is that you feel that you need that you don't have. So we're breathing and we're listening to that music. And we can hear that drumming and we can hear that flute and our eyes are closed. We're feeling warm. And the ancestors are standing there beside you, behind you, around you. They can see your soul's wounds. They know where your soul's wounds are. Wherever you're having physical pain, there is a spiritual wound there as well. So you may not know what have caused the wound, but you know where that pain is. It may be in your hip. It may be in your knee. It may be in your ankle. It could be in your neck. It could be in an organ that is diseased. It could be in a system that is off balance within yourself. Those are reflections of you carrying that deep pain. And now is the time that we can let it go. We can let it go. There may be a twinge of pain from a heartache of a romantic situation or a marriage or some kind of relationship pain that did not work out. And despite whatever you tried to do, your greatest efforts, it did not work out. And that pain somehow fractured your soul. So see it as a fracture in your soul. We have these fractures within our skeleton that are deep and big. We have these emotional wounds within our souls. See those wounds. See that they're cracked and fractured and that it's causing pain. You see that. And now what we want to do is just breathe through it. We want to try to see where our wounds are with our eyes closed while we're breathing. And just imagine where these wounds are. Just imagine where they are. If they're in your heart, if you don't have any physical pain, but you know that there's emotional pain, then we want to see those wounds. They may be a different color. And while we're breathing, I meant to tell you what we're actually going to be doing at this time is we're going to smoke it out. Just like that saying, oh, when we're going to smoke them out. And then they set a fire and then whatever's in there comes out. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, and that's what the ancestors are going to be doing. So go ahead and light all of your stuff. Light your incense. Put it beside you. Light your cedar wood. Light your sweet smelling grass, your sweet grass. And light your sage. There's going to be a lot of smoke. And as you breathe, you're just going to be breathing and listening to the music. And breathing and listening to the music. You may put your arms up. We're breathing in this smoke. We're bringing in this smoke. You want to just gently pull the smoke over your body while you're sitting there. Be looking at the fire. This is a safe space for you to let this pain go. You're just letting that smoke bathe over you. And what's happening is the smoke is going to go into all the nooks and the crannies of those and the fractures where the pain is being held within the spiritual body. That smoke is going to go in there and it's going to clean out the pain wounds. That holy smoke is going to go into all the wounds as you breathe and clean it out so that there's no evil in there, there's no disease in there, there's nothing left in there to fester, so that you will be changed, you will be transformed. We are healing ourselves with this smoke and with this light and with the ancestors, and we're allowing the smoke to go into all the crevices of our soul and to clean out and smoke out those wounds. And as the wounds become clean, light begins to shine through each of those fractures of your soul. All of that hole in your chest, that's a wound, that tightness in your knee, all of those wounds are smoked out. And then the light begins to come through and shine through. You are now within your soul, you have these big open spaces where light comes through those wounds. Light shines through all the wounds, all the fractures, and the smoke cleanses it out. Just breathe into that, visualize it. Visualize that smoke killing any kind of evil, anything that would cause disease, any kind of pain that's still stuck in there, anything that you haven't let go of. The smoke is going to go through all the atoms. This holy smoke is going to go through all the atoms, go through all the cells, and release those lower vibrational frequencies from your soul and from your light body's soul. So we're just going to breathe in and allow this process to happen for as long as you so choose. And then you can just sit with your hands in prayer position and allow the ancestors to complete that healing. I am now healed. Repeat that. I am now healed. I am thankful to be healed. I am thankful to be healed and ready to be transformed. I am thankful to be healed and ready to be transformed. There you go. Now you should feel, by this time, you can feel the energy circling around you, just like that thick smoke. Circling around you, you may be able to feel it through your palms. You may be able to feel it running up and down your spine. You may be able to feel it in your toes. If you don't feel it, visualize it. Visualize this healing, sparkling smoke and light going through, that there is no darkness within you that it has not touched and cleansed. And now we do not close up those wounds, and we don't imagine them closed. We don't sew them. We're just going to let the light shine through them. And then we're going to let the smoke disperse. We're going to breathe. And we're going to come out of that meditation after we thank our ancestors. We thank our body. We're going to let everything go. And now you're ready. And now you're free to move forward and transform. Now those wounds will heal on their own. They will continue to heal on their own. But what you have done is you are aware of them. You've given them permission to heal. You've given yourself permission to heal. You've let go of any demons, quote unquote, which are that which we haven't let go of, that we think that are attachments. We've let all of that go now. We've let it all go. And now it can heal within its own time. So that was a very important visioning exercise for me to bring to you so that you may bring it through yourself. And it's very important for you to know that your ancestors are here right now at this time, whomever you connect with. This process may happen. You set the time for it to happen. You can begin set for this process to occur, or it may occur for you randomly. You may be having a relaxing, luxurious bath or whatever, and your ancestors just appear and they begin this process with you. That means that they're letting you know you're ready for this. You're ready for this. You're ready for this soul surgery. And then from that moment forward, it is very important that we continue to use our imagination. When I say breathe in light through the center of our hearts, then you imagine that light come through your heart and expanding out from you. We are light, and we are working with light, and we are working with chi. And the more that we work with it, with our imagination is what directs this chi. We do absolutely have the power to direct and heal ourselves. So, I hope you enjoy that. The fire is really important. It's okay if you're a little bit warm. The candles are very important. The smoke is the most important. So blessings, and thank you for joining us for this, and we'll see you next time.